Hello everyone and welcome to Isms by Josie. This is part 2 of our 3-part video series for March Birthstone nails featuring Aquamarine. And today I wanted to show you guys the last set that we did 2 weeks ago. This is our St. Patrick's Day nails. The white is no longer white. But the tips are still intact, so I liked that design. So first we're going to take my coarse carbide bit, and this is running at 20,000 RPM, and I'm going to be gently scratching off the design off of each nail. Today we're going to be working on the index, middle, and ring finger. And it's coming off fairly easy. Definitely easier than the snakeskin nail yesterday, even though that removal wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So for me, it seems like my style is to have my ring and thumb typically be like the main showpieces of my design, while my pinky, middle, and index finger end up being like the supporting parts of my design. But you can comment below and let me know which nails you like, which ones are your favorite. Because I also tend to see that my style in designing is there's usually a different nail, like design per nail. So, you know, every now and then they'll probably be the same, and then there'll be like the one or two that looks, that are the accent nails. But I feel like I tend to do all 5 accent nails. So let me know which ones are your favorites. I can't tell you mine yet until the whole, like, I reveal the whole design to y'all. So, but I don't know, sometimes I tend to like all of them differently, and can't choose a favorite. At any rate, I'm switching to my cone-shaped bit, and I'm getting to the lifted, lifted areas. There aren't too many, the lifting isn't too bad, and then I'll also use it to remove the debris underneath the nails. And this is just a good check to make sure that everything comes out nice and smooth. But to ensure that, I am using my coarse file. This is a 150 grit file, and I like to use this to crisp up my edges and to smooth the surface down, because when you're especially working with hard gel, it'll level off, and if it's already level to begin with and balanced, the hard gel will level off evenly, and that way when you cure, you won't need to do too much filing after the fact. But we're going to take this time right now with our 150 grit file, and we're going to smooth out the index, the middle, and the pinky finger. Pardon me, I'm drinking wine. This is like my 3rd time recording this thing. I'm just so upset and disappointed at this app. And I don't really use it that much anymore. I really like, at least for the voiceovers, I use my laptop now, and it's great. And this app is great for editing the video faster, but like, it's been screwing with my voiceover for quite some time now. I know I've definitely had mentioned that in previous videos, but it's like, it's already there. I might as well use it. So it's one of those things. But yeah, this is literally like my third time doing the voiceover, and my memory's shot. So it's like things that I say in my previous voiceovers, I'm not going to remember. So there may or may not have been good content that should have shown up on this video. So apologies. But yeah, so I'm drinking wine, and so if you hear swishy noises or whatever. But anyway, okay, so I'm switching to my 180 file, and this is going to just smooth out those scratch marks left by the E file and then my coarse file I was using earlier. Now I'm going to take a glass cuticle pusher and we're going to push back our cuticles. And going in with my E file, I'm going to be pushing back my cuticles with that and filing off some of that dead skin on the surface of my nail there. And then I'm going to go back in with my cuticle nippers and we're going to clip those off. And this is by far one of my favorite stages in this whole process. But yes, I do a lot of prepping. Most of my time is done in prepping the nail. Switching to my cone bit, I'm just picking up any other parts of my nails that have lifts in it. And after nail cleansing the dust off, I am now applying a nail dehydrator and acid-free primer before I apply the hard gel. So for my index finger, it wasn't too bad. So we're just doing a basic infill, and see how it's just so easy to do that. After giving that a cure, I'm nail cleansing it and moving on to the middle finger. So this time I'm using a nail form because that nail is a little, there's gaps on the edges there. So I just want to do a basic infill, and then I want to also fill in those gaps. But again, see how easy it is to apply hard gel. And I'm going to grab some more of this and use it on that gap on the edge there. I don't know if you can see it from here, but we're just going to fill that in and it's going to blend all in. So this is why I like to use hard gel. So there's always a give and take. I mean, hard gel is hard to work with just because it does want to level off on its own, and some brands are more fluid than others. So I feel like this Gelish brand gives me some time to work with before it levels off, but that's still a little too fast. So it definitely is going to take practice to work with. You do have to work fairly quickly, and you can't work you have to work in smaller sections. So here on my pinky, I'm using a nail form because I actually broke the tip while I was filing. So we're just going to use the hard gel and regrow this tip, and that again is just so easy to do and so quickly to do. And when you cure it, it looks different. Like, you can tell the differences now, but once you cure it and file it, it'll all blend to where you can't even tell that there was a break. So after curing that, I'm just nail cleansing it, removing the sticky layer. And we're going to move on to applying some regular polish. This is Sally Hensen's Miracle Gel, and the color here is Bee Girl. And I'm just going to apply, I applied about 3 layers per nail. As you can see here, it's very translucent and sheer, and the more layers you put, the more potential to get streaks on it. So I have to work fairly quickly and generously with this nail polish. So after laying down the first layer, the second is more to smooth out and to also make that sheer first layer more opaque. And then the third layer is to muddle out the streaks that the brush leaves, I feel. So, yeah, the ins and outs of this nail polish, and it's just so weird how it's the same brand and same line of nail polishes, but they all have different, they're all different from each other. I know that some, I don't remember off the top of my head right now, like which colors I've used or you've seen me used in my other videos that have gone on one coat, very nice, very smooth, and then we have this, and this is not even the worst of them all. But yeah, I have conditions of these same polishes that are worse, to where the streakiness is insane and the dry time is so quick that it really ruins it if you even try to put a second or third coat on top of it without allowing it to fully dry. So that's that. So this would be coat number 3. And I am running on short time right now, and it's so insane because it's like already midnight, and I'm so disappointed that this is the 3rd recording that I've made for this same video. But on top of that, I already had started drinking wine like from the first video, or the first attempt at doing this voiceover. So I'm like, oh, the clock starts the moment I have wine, and I thought I was gonna be done by now. So like, if I speak gibberish, it's because I've turned into a lightweight. So this is hopefully the last layer we're putting on here. But look at that color already. Like, don't you love it? I really, really like this color. So I allowed this regular polish to dry overnight. You're gonna want to do that if you're working with regular polishes and working with gel, because if you cure on top of not dry regular polish, it'll crinkle up. So I'm just applying a matte top coat on these nails now. I wanted to continue with the Tiffany. It's like a Tiffany theme box. Tiffany theme box theme. And this is going to be in contrast to all the bling and the shiny stuff we're going to put on top of it. So it's all gonna work out. But yeah, I'm going to be giving these nails a cure, and we're going to be nail cleansing the sticky layer off that. Got my pile of lint-free wipes. I just realized I was clicking away on my laptop. It's just setting up the next video I have to do because this one took 3 voiceovers. But I'm taking some of this French tip striping stickers, and I'm going to be using this on my middle finger, and we're just going to line a strip, offset the center a little bit, because we're going to be doing a silver stripe right down the middle of our nail. Smoothing that down. I'm going to put the other side of this. I'm going to use my tweezers to help me with these tiny stickers. I just want to make sure everything is on center and even. This is all just a tedious process, but it is definitely a labor of love. I'm always scared when something happens on my phone. Like, I feel like these notifications are messing with my app here, and I don't want to have to do a fourth voiceover. But it looks like I have a letter from the New Jersey Department of Health regarding my eligibility for the vaccine, I'm assuming. I'll read it in a minute. I gotta focus on this first. So I'm just taking those striping stickers and just extending it. I mean, at this point, I feel like maybe I should have used tape because it is longer. But I'm already here. And hopefully, I've put this to where you won't notice that I had added a second strip towards the end of the tips. So I just read that email. I guess it's just saying anybody 55 and older is now yeah, 55 and older is eligible to get vaccinated, which is crazy because where I work, I already know, like, it sounds like people that are my age, or I've also heard younger people are getting vaccinated. I mean, I'm not eager, really, to be honest. I'm more concerned with, like, life happenings getting this vaccine, because, like, I probably should ask my doctor how that'll affect being pregnant. Not that I am, but, you know, if I end up becoming. So I'm not pushing for it, but I feel like the rules don't all apply, and I know people that are still waiting to hear back, and they're 65 and older. So yeah, I don't know. I have no clue how everything works. But anyway, back to my video in hand. So I'm holding my phone. I did that silver stripe, and now moving on to my pinky nail. I'm applying gummy jelly and shiny, and will be adorning this sucker with every possible rhinestone I can to give it that aquamarine birthstone look. Every birthstone design that I do, the pinky nail is always going to have full out rhinestones on the whole entire thing. And I don't know what it is with this color, but I love the clarity, love the bling on here. So I have to say that this birthstone video is my or the collected series, as it will end up being, is my favorite out of all the birthstone videos that I've done so far. I mean, look at that. I mean, you can see each individual rhinestone on there. That's how clear it is. I mean, it's not muddled out. And they're just reflecting all kinds of crazy. So I really love this nail. And I'm just trying to fill it in with every shape possible to make sure I have full coverage of this nail. So I gave that a cure. I'm moving on to my index finger. This one I'm going to make a lot simpler. just because every other nail seems to have like its own thing going on, and there's a lot of design going on to the other nails. So this is just going to be a nice, simple, elegant nail. And now I'm going to take some of my top coat and I'm going to brush very carefully a strip of that down the silver. I want to be able to seal that stamping polish in there, but not to get on the matte sections of that nail, which is crazy that I was able to place all that perfectly down the strip of that silver and not hit the matte parts of that nail. So after I've cured that and nail cleansed it, I'm going to take some gummy jelly and shiny and put a small amount on the tip right there. And we're placing this decal. I'm getting it to where the edges of that bow line up with the edges of the tip. And I'm going to give that a cure and then add some more gummy jelly to fill in the gaps here, because I don't want the gem to be catching on hair or anything else that would rip it off. And after curing that, I'm just going to put some cuticle oil on my nails. And I'm going to be giving this a rub down. Making sure not to touch that matte nail. We're nearing the home stretch. Can't wait for the reveal. And here is the end result. This is my index finger. It's nice and simple. I have that clear rhinestone at the tip. And then this is my middle finger. It's got that nice bell like rhinestone crystal decal at the end there with the silver strip. Definitely reminds me of a Tiffany box. And last but not least, my rhinestone pinky nail. And look at all that color and that bling. It's just so pretty. But there you have it. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's video for the third and final video of this series. I hope you enjoyed this design today. And I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again. Thanks. Bye.